Hey friends, happy Monday, 5th of July. Many blessings to you. Some of you have today off. Some of you may be sleeping in. Who knows what this day holds, but I hope that it is a day of blessing. Hey, I want to invite everybody Sunday, July 11th, 4 to 5:30, SCM Parish Center, listening session with Bishop Stephen about Vision 2030 stuff. The Knights of Columbus are going to provide some food. Vision 2030 is some strategic planning that the Diocese of Cheyenne and Catholic institutions in the state are doing, have done. Bishop Stephen is requesting parishes to be doing some planning as well. So we're going to be beginning to talk about our life together at Holy Spirit. There will be simultaneous translation, English, Spanish. There will be food provided by the Knights of Columbus. So we would love to have you join us this coming Sunday, July 11th, 4 to 5:30, SCM Parish Center, listening session with Bishop Stephen. Information about that is in the bulletin. I'll give you a reflection. There's a link to the readings in the sidebar. If you haven't read the readings, I encourage you, read those prayerfully, then turn off your screen. Don't just doom scroll. Turn it off and spend some time with the Lord in some prayer. We are going to be skipping pretty quickly through the book of Genesis now. So maybe an invitation this week, the 14th week of Ordinary Time, if you have some time, read some of the other stories that didn't get included into the greatest hits of the lectionary. You might notice we only got one story of Isaac last week. That's it. And now we're into the third of the patriarchs, Jacob. We hear the story of the establishment of the shrine at Bethel. And so, there becomes two kingdoms, right? For a brief period of time, they'll be united under David, but then they become again the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Bethel is a shrine of the northern kingdom. So this is a story of origins about how the shrine of Bethel is established by one of the patriarchs. The prophets of the southern kingdom are going to become critical of the shrines at Dan and at Bethel later on. But just want you to understand, it's important in the scriptures for them to establish that the shrine at Bethel was created by this patriarch, Jacob. Recognize this image of angels ascending and descending. This is attempting to depict that this is a place closer to God, that this is a place on earth where one can gain access to the divine. Jesus is described in the Gospel of John as being seen with, angels ascending and descending, a little bit of this ladder of heaven sort of stuff. To think in classic rock terms, right? Stairway to heaven, I think. Again, I'm a country kid, not a classic rock kid. I'd invite us today to dream, right? To be like Jacob, who becomes like Joseph, who becomes like Joseph in the gospel, to be able to dream of God, to perhaps be passive and allow God to dream within us, but also to dare to think of a world different from this one. And I'm not talking about the afterlife or the next life, but I'm talking about God breaking into the story of the human family and what that might look like. That the world isn't always as it is, but to dare dream of what the Lord might desire and how we might help to contribute to that. We have a number of our ancestors in the faith who are great dreamers in the ways of God, and perhaps today we might take the invitation of Jacob and dream of God doing great things. Gospel, right? We have Matthew's gospel, which are stories of healing, the woman with the hemorrhage and the synagogue official's daughter. These are echoes of the story that we had at Mass from Mark's gospel a week ago, 8 days ago. To be people of healing and new life, right? And that's always the both end, to be in this moment, to be accepting and full of love, but also to dream of fullness. How is it that we desire to be healed ourselves, to experience renewal? Perhaps also on this Monday, to ask the question, maybe we're not working today, maybe we are, with whom am I going to interact today or the next couple days, that the Lord might be encouraging me to bring healing in my work, in my family, in my marriage, in some of my community relationships. How might I be a voice for renewal, for our deepest, most important values and to recapture the energy that God desires for us. All right, those are a couple of thoughts on some of these readings. You're going to click the link, read the readings prayerfully, and then you're going to turn off the screen, spend a little bit of time in prayerful reflection and in peace. I pray that whatever this Monday holds, it's great for you. Maybe as we wrap up a 4th of July weekend, we continue to pray for our country and especially pray for those who are having a hard time. All right, God bless, friends. Happy Monday.